Welcome back to the Brew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 325. This is a beer debate show, much like the ESPN show First Take, where two Matts go at it and debate the topics. All right, Matts, what's the best beer?
I
Go.
like it.
Best beer.
You're Stephen A. Smith. You're whoever's not Stephen A. Smith. I only know one character on that show. I'm the hot girl who moderates.
There you go.
Wow.
Objectively.
We didn't. Dogfish had 120 minute.
Ooh,
Best beer.
Matt said IPA.
Not even a debate. You're just naming things. I want to hear the reasons.
Man, I've got questions. The reasons
I just sprung this on.
you can
When I heard there were going to be two Matts, I said
you can leave it
intro.
You can leave it in a fridge or in a chilled place for 10 years, and it will only get better.
Look
Okay,
at that.
you can't do that with Matt said IPA.
Fact,
You can't at
counterpoint.
all. It is crispy and delicious.
I wish I could buy my beer by a flat, though.
Early.
He gets to buy his beer by a flat.
You can
That
buy
helps.
your beer.
That
by
does
the
help
flat.
a
They
lot
just won't
with
allow you.
maybe my decision making with Matt said IPA, but
Yeah.
it is great. The brewery's great. The humans that work there are great.
Yeah, see, he knows
What
all
about
of
the
that.
non-humans?
Ooh,
Yeah, what about the robots?
Do they have dogs there?
I don't know about. Do they have any robots there? I don't know.
Do they make the beer with their hands?
Yeah, I think so.
They make the beer with their hands.
They have huge facility
They
though,
make it with
too.
their hands. I bet you they don't touch the beer until it's canned. Not even then.
That's also probably true. That's actually
Yeah.
probably pretty.
They
accurate.
probably never touch it.
They probably have.
their
I think they do have their own canning line.
Unless they
I think I
accidentally
remember
are, like, mixing
walking
it
through
and
it and
mixing
seeing
it.
it when they were trying to show me everything, and
Yeah.
Of all your zany kicker offers, this one's top 3.
That was good.
I
Awesome.
didn't know.
Yeah,
well
definitely.
done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
Yep.
That was
Good
good.
job.
Good
I'm-
debate.
I'm gonna. Can we say that's a tie? Because you
Ty,
have the
what's
much
the
more.
best?
What beer? Did you want
Tie.
type? Because we would have both said IPA.
That was just a question I hadn't thought through.
It was just a quick.
Just like
quick
what's
IPA.
the question? The question will be what's the best beer, because it's so generic that if you guys ignored the intro, we could just move on. No one would ever think that it happened. But you actually, played into it.
There's no way that Stev says, and he'll comment below, that it's any sort of IPA. He's gonna go with some
he's
darker and
stout.
heavier.
Yeah, he's going.
And
stout.
WrestleMania
It's-
is going on this week, so it kind of fits
barley
with
one.
that.
So,
this is
so 2, it is WrestleMania week.
It is WrestleMania week.
If I had air horn effects.
Oh.
I need you guys. I'm gonna let you guys stew on this one. We're gonna revisit it at the end. If you guys want
I
to
like
stewing.
it stewing.
I'm
I like
stewing
it
If you want a
stewing.
piece of paper, best wrestling inspired beer. Don't say it now.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I gotta
Let's
think about
revisit
that.
it after the beer. Because we do this too quickly sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've got a chamber.
I don't know if I have enough. But okay.
Like an
Let's
hour
stew
from
on
now.
it. Let's stew on it.
Yep.
Right.
We're gonna stew on it a little bit.
Stew it up.
And today we're doing, as I advertised today on the social medias, we're doing a vertical. Originally, I said it was 4 IPAs from the same brewery, Raised Grain. And because I appreciate the game so much, I didn't look at the beers. I just took the bag, I threw them in the fridge. There are 3. One's an IPA at least. 2 of them are the same. So we've got a 3-beer vertical from the same brewery at least. So I've got that. What I'm going to ask you guys, I've got an order written down.
All right.
I want you guys to do what order you would do. So JT, Better
Oh,
Matt,
okay.
what
All right.
order
Which
you would
ones
do?
We're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've got an order. The order's set in stone.
What
Okay.
order I would do?
What order you would do? Okay, so I just want to go. I'm just going to, I got to mix it up a little bit so you guys don't think I'm just reading it down. We've got a cold IPA. We've got an Imperial Brown Ale. And we've got a Holiday Ale.
That's what we got, huh?
Okay.
A Christmas Ale.
Yeah.
I've got to
It'll be a holiday.
stop
We
the-
can say holiday.
Okay, so you
kids
guys think about it.
All right.
What
I
you
don't
would
know.
do?
That's
I think
a
I
tough
have
stuff.
mine.
I gotta go IPA last. Am I not supposed to shout it out?
No, that's fine. You guys talk about it. I gotta go take care of a robot.
All right, you go take care of the robot. So he does have robots here.
He does have robots here. I knew it.
I care about robots.
I do think you say last the cold. See, I was gonna say cold first, and then holiday, and then brown.
Discuss your reasoning.
I think I'll like the IPA most, and I'm the kind of guy who saves the last bite on his plate. for
Okay,
the
all right. So
the
I
best bite
get
is
that
the last
logic.
bite.
I'm doing it more of if I drink that brown or that holiday, what it's gonna do to the
Yeah, it'll taint your
to
palate.
that. Yeah,
sure.
that was my thought.
That's true. I agree with that.
So I need to know your guys' order. As you guys discussed, this is interesting.
This is a hard one.
There's no right answer because I'm probably
Sure.
the wrong answer. I'm
There's
just
no right
doing it in the order. Because I did give it thought when I was writing these down here, saying I was doing all the research. on raised grain.
If you want to go, you can go. If you haven't.
I'm glad you said that. I was getting ready to say I don't think I remember hearing the
Raised grain
Raised
out of
grain.
We
Waukesha.
used to know why they
Waukesha.
called that. What's the raised grain again?
There's not a lot on their website.
Is it raised grain that they grew, or was it had to do with the wood?
It's definitely grain because
It's the grain, okay.
that's the symbology on the beer.
Because there's a type of raised grain wood, right? Like where the
when you wet the beer, when you wet the wood,
you wet it,
that
the grain's
opens
raised.
the pour, and then you can sand it better,
oh, okay.
so you can get it a lot smoother.
But I thought some people liked it like raised. How does it work? I don't know how trees work.
Well, I wouldn't want Richard all raised. Richard.
No, some things you want smooth. Yeah, there are cases where you'd want
Yeah, okay, they're
textured wood.
Accurate. Okay, better Matt. Order the beer.
But not
What you
for
would
the
do?
brewery.
Cold IPA, holiday, brown.
Okay, JT.
Yeah, I would say because we're rating them, I'd have to do the IPA first because I do agree that it won't taint your palate. And then the holiday and the Imperial last because it's an Imperial.
These guys are absolute geniuses. They did the complete inverse of I'm doing the
I have probably yours.
Imperial Brown.
It's my preferred.
The holiday, and then the IPA. So the reason being is the exact opposite of what Better Matt said. Now, this is why I try not to be influenced by people, is because I was saving the best bite of food, the same thing. When I'm eating a plate of food, the vegetables go first because no vegetable is better than a piece of meat.
So if it's for me, I'm doing a similar order. Maybe I
But it
put the
makes sense
holiday
what he's
first.
saying.
But yeah, because we're rating them.
I'm thinking of listening. I can hear Mike Schwartz, old owner of Ollie's and Belmont Party Supply, literally telling me about the lineup of bourbons or even tequilas, because he was doing barrel-aged tequilas and all kinds of weird tequilas there towards the end. But he would... This one, lighters to, and the different reasons why. That's all I'm hearing in my head right now.
Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I'm committed. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, you already wrote it down.
I already wrote it down.
Stick to your guns. I believe it.
No shame in it.
There's a lot of shame.
There's no shame.
I'm disappointing all of the Chuggalos. All right. So this is from Raised Grain.
Ooh.
I'm going to do...
I like the color. The
3
can.
glasses.
Color of the can.
And you'll see the grain actually on it.
Okay. When is WrestleMania?
WrestleMania is Saturday and Sunday this week. This is going to be my BS.
I'm gonna watch it.
The same. I'm very upset at Nick Khan buy a jacket, and that's for all of the insiders.
So is that pay-per-view?
It's it's a premium live product is what they call it.
What's that
and it's
mean?
available on. You can buy it on pay-per-view, but it's cheaper just to have Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, I have Peacock.
Yep. So you can watch.
So I can watch it on Peacock?
You can watch
Oh, shit.
all the WrestleManias,
All right.
all of the content.
Well, my
ever.
daughter gets out of town, and she's coming over this weekend.
When she gets
So
out
I'm
of
gonna
town, when
make
she
her watch
leaves,
it.
that daughter leaves. Get out of
She's
here.
in South Carolina for spring break right now, so with mom and stepdad.
What are the
We got a little bit left. So
what
I'll
are
leave a little
the
bit.
things you're most excited to see?
What I'm most excited to see is a few more. I want to see what they do with the Cena heel turn. I want to see the women's 3-way, the thruple, if you will, or which is my proudest trivia moment. I'm gonna go over that. I gotta write that down. Beer trivia.
I wonder do we know who Charlie is?
Yeah, Charlie Brown.
Oh.
So this beer is
Charles Brown.
I get
Raised
it now
Grain.
because I just saw that.
Charlie Brown or Charlie's Brown. It's an Imperial Brown Ale coming in at 6.2%. It's a little deceiving for that note. You can find out more at raisedgrainbrewing.com. I want to say a outshout and a thank you to Chuggalo Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris is an official taster for the brewery.
Oh, no shit.
So he gave me this beer at Christmas.
Uncle Chris.
Wow.
Who's your uncle?
Uncle Chris.
Who's
Stacy's
uncle?
Stacy's
Oh,
uncle.
okay.
So by marriage, uncle. He's an official taster. He gave this beer to me at Christmas, and he goes, "Please do it." Thus, the Christmas ale
we're
will
doing
be
it.
number 2. I subsequently forgot it at my in-laws' house, and then they brought it back down. So I'm a little bit behind. So Chuggalo loyal listener, Chuggalo Uncle Chris.
Thanks for being a loyal listener.
Thank you, Uncle Chris.
But they're out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Not a lot about them, but feature all. This is what I like. Every beer that they've ever made is proudly displayed on their website. and they say past beers, and it's got all the can art.
I've seen that.
So if you're a visual historian, you could be like, I don't know what I had, but I remember having that can. It's all available.
I'm a visible historian.
You can always tell when it's in an out of Ohio beer because it doesn't have the alcohol percentage, which in Ohio is required.
I never knew that. Did you know that?
New fact. That's beer news. That's beer news right there.
Wow, that is beer. You said you didn't have beer news.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize we had. I mean, I guess a lot of times they still do. I mean, I've looked twice. I still don't see it.
When you're a brewery, how many taps? And again, I know it's going to be different kinds of beer. How many taps are you like in awe of when you go to a brewery?
How many taps am I in awe of? What does that mean?
Like what's the number? Is there a number
that I go, holy shit, that's a lot of taps?
Yeah, like if you go like 5.
No. At a brewery?
Yeah, because I can tell you how many beers they have.
I was just going to say, so Ollie's had 60.
Yeah,
that was the awe for me moment, but I also worked behind it. So now I see that many and I'm like, oh God, that's going to suck for them so bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be so painful.
Because KT, not King's Table, not a brewery, but 54.
Yeah.
So
I didn't hear that.
At a bar or a brew pub, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going in higher numbers. Over 50 is probably where I'm in awe. At a brewery, I'd say probably more than 12.
More than 12, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of products. That's a lot too.
Brewery.
Yeah,
and especially if they're all theirs.
Yeah.
DBC, I think they have like half the board is not their beer.
Yeah.
So. Correct. Yeah. This is really
Dayton
good.
Brewing
I would like to know the alcohol percentage because I can definitely on the end. I'm tasting
6.2.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Then they do a really.
I'm
good
gonna give an outshout to
Imperial.
Chuggalo Dave. Make sure you put that on here. Otherwise, Chuggalo Dave is gonna if we don't silence it.
This is an Imperial because browns are normally like 4.5, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So typically a brown, not a stout or whatever, not a stout porter or whatever.
Brown
a lighter, fair.
It's delicious.
Beer. It's actually.
It does have a lot of.
It's really well done.
It's
not sponsored by Race Grain. This is just a taster.
No, it.
Not sponsored by Race Grain, but provided by Uncle Chris.
Yeah,
I read the back and it tastes like what it says. It's roasted malt, caramel, cocoa.
It does have that cocoa.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we talk about the Great American Beer Festival and they have all these categories, we're often like, how the fuck do you pick the best brown ale or something along the lines of like not an IPA or a sour or something where you can distinguish yourself? I think I think there's something here, and I wonder if that your Uncle Chris gave this to us because he's had it and was like, this is a distinct brown ale.
The fact that he gave me singletons besides the holiday one makes me feel like he's had it.
Yeah, he has to have had it. Well, like this is a representation of something positive.
Do you think
in his experience?
When you gift, we've done this before. When you gift beers, because obviously you're a purveyor of fine craft. Do you ever gift losers and just see how they react and just not bury the lead? Because we've given each other losers.
I don't think without letting them know.
Yeah.
Now my brother, that's a different story. We'll do that to each other all the time.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think. Now we do those like mystery boxes at Barrel House, and then it even states on it, this is shit that's out of code. Guarantee you might not be the best.
What the hell? I didn't know about these.
It's either 20 or $25. I can't remember. We only do them like when we build up a whole bunch of stuff that's out of code and then it builds up in the back and we can't get credit from it from the distributor. Then we'll build when
gimmick Gus. This is a gimmick that you need to put on.
This is a Gus gimmick that he has been doing since Ollie's. Who I remember sitting at Ollie's and there being
put that on the socials.
12 boxes of, but they're usually gone so fast. Like we literally put them out and they're gone.
Is it Benji buying them?
No,
you should have an event.
No, like Ben Bentley. Ben Bentley's too. He likes his fresh IPAs.
He's bougie. Bougie Ben Bentley.
Bougie Ben Bentley. Love him dearly, but yes, he is drinking that fresh stuff for sure.
You should host
buy
this
that gimmick,
event
right?
like a calendar build. You should have the summertime, maybe June, out of code build.
Well, that's how Mystery Cooler of Death was started, because they would break 6-packs and they can't sell a broken. So other places in Wisconsin, they'll do like a brown bag. It's a $5, and you're not going to have winners in there, but you're going to have like an assortment of stuff. Like Chuggalo Orion does them. But that's what Mystery Cooler of Death started, is because liquor stores can't sell broken now they can sell singles or whatever like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But most of the time they couldn't, so they would just put it all in a shopping cart, and then after a month or whatever, that shopping cart, they would just throw it all in a cooler and drink it. That's how Mystery Cooler of Death started. Now we buy we target asshole beers, and we try to get your friend to puke on his ninth Schlitz.
Right. I would, if I was a business, I'm not naming anything of death.
That's fair.
In case they die.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, like Wings of Death.
Yeah, but if it's intended,
but that's like.
But if it's like mixtures of beers that are out of code,
gotcha.
Or from a 6-pack that's old, I'm not, because what if one of those things just has something yeast disease or something?
Yeast disease. That's an episode title.
We need to find that.
Is that a good?
That'd be a good beer name. Actually.
No, then you're gonna die. We don't want to kill you, but you could die. This beer. What you said, cocoa? That's in there. It's a party, obviously, and I like the homage. God, that's gotta be trademarked.
I was trying to show that when I put it up to the camera, but it didn't come through at all.
You want to do a boner?
Even more trademarked because Apple owns Charlie Brown now, I think.
Apple owns?
They either own Charlie Brown or they own the rights to the video versions. Of
Charlie
how
Schultz?
there's like different media types or whatever. Is Charles Schultz still alive?
No.
So he did show the can, but I'll show it from a distance. He did hold it up. I appreciate that. That saves me the extra steps. I'm not really tracking my steps, but
you're actually at 14,000 today.
Oh wow! I did not know I walked that much.
I'm tracking them.
I tried.
You're tracking them for him.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I walk the dogs a mile every morning, and I look and I'm like, this is like no steps. This is like not even a lot of steps.
Yeah, he died in 2000.
It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So like this is the shirt. If you turn it sideways, which I don't want to do completely because the can.
I'm glad you had that foresight because I would just turn.
I don't want to spill. I don't want to have to go home and change because I have to go to a baseball game after this and then just wear beer to that game. Nothing like smelling like beer at a youth baseball game.
That's why I said at a youth baseball game.
Right? Yes.
Otherwise, it would be like.
No, if it was higher than high school, I could be.
Was it Nickel or the day that Disco died?
Oh yeah,
Cleveland.
Chicago.
Chicago.
It was the White Sox. Yeah, this is. I mean, we kind of covered it all, other than the shirt. It's Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and
covered it all.
Covered it all. Woodstock.
Yep.
The little guy, and Charlie Brown's an interesting cartoon. My most exposure to Charlie Brown is the Christmas special.
Same.
I know that there's the Dusty Boy. He likes to carry
Linus.
A blanket, maybe?
Is that
or Pigpen?
No, Pigpen's got the dust, and someone else has the blanket.
That's Linus.
Linus Lucy, who's an absolute just wretched person because of how much she bullies Charlie.
Lucy,
Brown.
the first tomboy in media?
Is she a tomboy? She wears a dress, a skirt.
Oh, did she? Well, but she was better at sports than everyone.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, I guess that's true. Is that? I guess that's probably a tomboy. I don't know. It's just
she would push everyone else.
Just better at
maybe
sports,
the bully.
She was a bully for sure.
Yeah, okay. So
bully, without a doubt, she's a
bully, athletic.
She pulls football when Charlie Brown's kicking it.
Yeah.
And now Charlie Brown's kicking it, probably with Lucy.
Like kicking.
You think they got together in the end?
No.
Let's extrapolate to adulthood. Charlie Brown.
I'm surprised it's never even been
like
done
middle
before.
management, and she's like the face of a tire company.
She's the face of a tire company.
No, like she's like, hey, I need to go into. She's like Midas or something. She's like
about that.
She's like an adjuster or whatever. She comes in and
she comes in,
figures out your bill,
deals with the warranties and
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they all just kind of.
She's got like a 2 year. She's an associate.
Into normal society jobs. Like they're not. They're not. Yeah, none of them succeeded.
That's the world I live in.
Yeah, that's most people just exist and have their jobs. Not everyone's gonna have some CEO level job.
Yeah,
it's the Charlie Brown universe, except Pigpen.
Pigpen.
What's his deal? He's dead, right? He had to have gotten.
There's no way he made it that long, right?
No. You gotta bathe, dude.
He's. I think he was, employee number 12 at Apple.
Employee number 12.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the stock.
Like the first janitor.
He's got the shares.
He was the first janitor.
Oh, that's fine. Even the janitor, at Facebook,
he's still getting paid.
With all the service crews, they all got shares at Facebook, and they're all rich as shit now.
Yeah, the first secretaries at Apple, I think they averaged $55 to $65 million when they retired, just on stock alone.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Gosh, gotta get in,
Yeah, gotta get in.
So that's the Can Art Boner segment.
You did it.
Yeah.
Raised grain. They raised it from seed to...
Well, you're going to have to come up with more because we got
Table.
2 more raised.
Seed
Don't
to
blow
table.
your raised grain load yet.
I'm not blowing my raised grain load.
You are.
No.
Okay.
There's so much load left.
There's so much load.
It's early.
It's early. There's so much raised grain load left.
Okay.
And it's Imperial.
All right. It's Imperial. That's why I cut off that pour.
I appreciate it.
Because it's Imperial.
It is Imperial. It is a high 6.2%.
All right. Due to it being Chuggalo Uncle Chris beer, I'm going to go last. You two can thumb war over who goes first.
You can go first.
The guest. Good call.
The guest.
I'll go 3. We're out of 5, right?
Yeah.
3 out of 5.
Jeez, Louise, yours
Wow,
would say
right on the money.
wow, bomb.com.
No
Interesting.
It's good. I mean, yeah, it's really good. I do enjoy it a lot.
This is like a JT.
It's not a style that I normally get into. If I was gonna drink similar to something like this, it would be more like probably like a coffee cream ale.
Is there a...
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
Coffee cream ale.
So, because Better Matt, you're going to become a staple of what we do here. Is there a 4 or 4-5 brown ale? Or is
how high can you get on a
How
brown
high
ale?
can you get on it? Because I'm just trying
There's
to
no
establish.
fives, probably.
There's no
Probably
fives.
not a 5. I would say probably a 4.
And that would have to
Probably
be
the
like...
highest. That's probably as high I'm going on for a brown.
Okay, so that establishes... So it's a upper 75%.
It's definitely an upper brown for me, for sure. Yes, definitely.
This is an upper deck brown for you.
For sure. I enjoy it thoroughly.
In your new house, I'm going to bring an upper deck brown.
Yes. All right. I'm going to bring... so the first one that comes to my mind is a Yellow Springs Handsome. I liked that one.
You're a homer.
Yeah, I am.
Says the guy bringing Waukesha beer.
Come on. I want to say Yellow Springs.
From Uncle Chris.
Yeah, from
Yellow Springs is 25 minutes from here. Waukesha for me is 4.5 hours. It's a big state.
Well, we just have good beer locally.
I did almost bring their West Coast Cabin Cruiser.
Yeah, that's a good beer. That's a good
man. I brought some home today from the bar after I got done cleaning up today.
Talks about all this beer, never brings me any.
Oh,
at a bar.
Every time I bring beer here, you're like, I already have this XYZ.
Yeah,
I got a fridge.
I got a fridge full. Don't bring me.
No, I mean I'll drink it. All right, JT, good score 3.
Yeah, I like this beer. I think this is the best
be a
brown
4.
ale I've had ever. Period.
Yeah.
Have
you
not
had Handsome?
a better one. I've not had Handsome. I should try Handsome.
Every
brown ale has one flavor that I don't like, and I think it's the malts, but I can't really tell. This one, there are no flavors I don't like. I actually like this beer better than other beers I've had at like a 4. So I'm going to give this beer a 4.5.
4.5.
Which it might be the highest score you could give a brown ale, and it should be because this is the best one I've ever had. And like I said with the Great American Beer Festival, like how do you rate all these beers that have such subpar tastes, in my opinion?
Like a Schwartz
This
beer.
one doesn't have a subpar taste. Like none of the flavors dip below a 4. You know, even if you separated them.
It's funny. It shows you the glass. I should have served
Dave's
it.
gonna be
No,
pissed.
it's the wrong one. Dave, Chuggalo Dave.
Oh, it
That
did
was-
tell you
that
the
was on
glass.
me. Yeah, it's the wrong one. Off the top rope, I give this a 4.5. I'm right there. This is up there. This is a tasty and character-driven brown ale. The Imperial certainly doesn't detract from what it's offering.
not at all.
The 6.2 is a welcomed, but it leaves it vacates the palate really quickly. So, which is awesome.
And
All
it
right.
has a sweetness to it. I like.
Yeah, we're all sweet dudes and we like our sweet stuff. All right, beer number 2.
I think that's probably true.
Going back to the holidays. Sorry, Chuggalo Chris. We're gonna do Santa Snack.
Ooh.
This is a 8.3. This is the biggest one we're gonna have today. The biggest butt on it. Christmas ale, and again raised grain.
What was that, ABV?
8.3.
Oh.
8.3. And it's brewed with nutmeg, cinnamon, star anise, and fresh ginger.
There it is.
Yep,
It's
there
the
it
perfect
is.
gift.
Ginger.
It's the
Fresh
perfect gift.
ginger. Okay.
I have 2 of these, so if we really enjoy it, I can gladly
I wonder if
crack.
they're gonna nail it. I wonder if it's gonna taste like fresh ginger or gingerbread. Because gingerbread's really more better.
And how much star anise is always a
how
question
much,
for me.
But you like pho, and
I do.
If pho doesn't have star anise,
in fact,
you know it's missing something.
Have you guys ate at Thai Table in Centerville?
No.
Great spot. Little mini.
I only leave Beaver Creek to pretty much go to the Barrel House.
I'm pho.
You're thawed out.
I just don't understand it. Like I get it,
what
pho is, but I don't understand the lore and the hype. I get it. I'm fine.
I'm gonna pour heavy because we got two of these.
So do you prefer pho or ramen? Do you like ramen?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, this is
probably ramen.
See, I'm more of a ramen also.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
No.
Pho's good.
Blasphemy.
There are people who are just like, oh, pho's the greatest thing, and they like look forward to going to that day. I just don't get it.
Do you eat Lynn's?
I'm a homer about a lot of things. I keep egg rolls from Egg Roll Plus, and they make the best pho. It's just I'm a pho snob. We've talked about
we have
off camera.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going back to the chemicals on this one. For me,
say it smells very star anise up front.
I can't get the notes.
Subtle. It's that
peppermint.
It's a blend of things that creates a new taste.
The chemical it doesn't leave. There's like a the star anise is there. It's the black licorice.
Yeah, black licorice.
I don't like black licorice. I like black jelly beans. I can't explain it. I love black jelly beans. They're the best jelly bean.
I don't really have an opinion on that.
My mother-in-law really likes black jelly beans. That's a story for another time.
Sounds like it.
This beer is interesting. This is a lot thinner than I expected it to be.
Oh yeah.
I thought it'd have more of a body to it.
I think it's about what I thought it would be.
It's
got like an amber color to it.
Yeah, it is all star anise, which I'm gonna lead with. Holiday beers and I are never been something I connected with at all. So before we say anything or I say anything, I just want to throw that out there because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
No one's feelings are gonna be hurt.
So it's interesting that you say that because you're a masthead guy.
Yeah.
So there's this Santa Sleigh. What is that?
Sleigh All Day.
Sleigh All Day.
Yes.
But that's a spruce tip, very malt forward.
God, it's so
hoppy, delicious, fantastic.
Spruce makes the best IPA.
I concur.
Right?
We've talked about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Spruce
More
tip
spruce
IPAs. Spruce tip IPAs.
I'll pay for it.
Oh yes. Masthead Sleigh All Day is incredible. That beer, I buy more of that beer every year than I buy anything else.
Why'd I get two of these and not two of the Charlie Browns?
Yeah, right.
This is,
and it's 8% for like how much it like falls off the palate, even though like
both of these fall off the palate.
Yeah, there's no booze in like either of these.
Did this do a disservice by? So obviously it's a Christmas beer and we're in April.
No. I'm more worried about the cold IPA than this.
The cold IPA's got a great story. So this is,
I'm just saying timeline-wise.
Yeah. The cold IPA's got a great, and get ready, put your thinking caps on. Are you guys still thinking of a wrestling-inspired beer, by the way?
I've been thinking about it the whole time.
Okay, good. Don't spill it. Don't spill it.
Two thoughts. I don't have any. Yeah.
He's got two thoughts.
You got two thoughts, but you don't have any?
I have two that I'm like
pounds,
80% positive that there are ones with the humans that I'm wrestlers that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you what they are, what their names are.
Okay, we'll workshop it once we get there. But continue to think about it. I thought you had thoughts about this.
No. This I do have thoughts about this.
We're all going to be circling.
It's.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we're gonna be circling.
He's gonna. Are you gonna score this as the best star anise beer that you've ever had?
I think the best star anise thing I ever had was a cocktail. Mm-hmm. Something that had star anise, and it was just made a couple of years ago by the Century Bar.
Yeah, the eggnog at the Century Bar was big on that.
Okay, so to bring it back, because we love callbacks, the star anise in this beer is the Lucy of the beer. It's the bully.
Mm-hmm. It's the bully. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I thought that was
it is picking on the whole thing.
No, that's good. That's,
hooting and hollering.
I'm just
it's
thinking
picking
about
on the whole rest
Sometimes
of the
you say
beer.
something that requires thought.
Never. No one has
it's
ever
making
said
me want to go back to the what are we calling these?
Starter beer.
The starter beers.
That's a Wisconsin beer too, by the way.
To clean the palate off.
Okay. Sometimes we talk about a beer that would benefit from a name change, and its score would change, the thoughts about that beer would change, and if you centered this beer around black licorice, I think we would probably rate it higher.
Yeah.
Because subconsciously we would taste it, and we would say this beer is exactly what they said it was. But a Christmas beer or a holiday beer, you've kind of missed the mark.
Yeah. We're all guilty of being influenced by each other. This is not one of them. You couldn't drink this by yourself in whatever creature comforts that you seek in life and go and ignore the star anise and be like, this is holiday inspired to me.
Yeah. Now I will say, sometimes you get this memory from taste and smell, and it just like puts you back in the situation. When I was in the Navy, I went to Dubai. I went to the world's largest mall, and there I bought.
Been to Dubai?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. Definitely didn't fit in. It's for rich people, and I was not rich. And I bought some body wash because I was out of body wash at the mall, at the world's largest mall. I can't remember what they call it. It has a ski slope inside. It's crazy.
Wow.
But I bought some body wash, took it back to the ship, showered, and that is what this reminds me of. That body wash. For some reason.
That's crazy.
That Dubai.
I tried to get a job in Dubai
wash.
once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I was corporate restaurant management, and I had spent my time in Olive Garden, did Cracker Barrel, was looking for something. I was in between and trying to figure things out, and I had actually interviewed twice over Skype.
Wow.
And I had both of my children at that point, and when they asked me the questions, what are you going to do living in Dubai when your kids are in the United States, and the answers were not.
Yeah. You bring up, there's a big takeaway from what you just said. What do you feel about them taking away Skype? Skype is going away.
Skype's gone?
In May.
Why?
Because Microsoft just wants to deal with Teams, and they hate the Brew Crew podcast.
Yeah, they hate that.
Because that's what we use 20-year-old software to record when we're not.
I don't understand why they make it so difficult to record in Teams. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
We just want to record and then download our recording. That's it.
It's so and Skype does it so well.
So easy. Yeah.
So
when is Skype gone?
The first week in May.
Damn.
They're already pushing the transition.
We'll figure it out.
I feel like when you do this with your beard shaming me.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
I haven't shaved for 3 months. Better now.
I haven't shaved in a year.
You and JT just killing it. All right, JT, do you have thoughts on this beer? You can go first on this.
I do have. Oh, sure. I have thoughts on this beer. I think it tastes like soap I bought in Dubai. I think if it was called black licorice, I'd probably give it a higher score because I don't actually think this beer is bad. I actually think it's pretty good if you think about it like that. But when you think about it in terms of a Christmas beer, it's not that good. Quite off-putting, actually. The 8% is nice.
Just like black licorice.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes just like it actually tastes, I think, a little sweeter than black licorice, which is a positive for me.
Sorry, Stacy. That's black jelly beans, by the way. They're sweeter.
Yeah, because they got that sugar coating on it.
Yeah, it's a better balance.
But yeah, I mean, this beer's. I don't know if it's forgettable because of how profound the black licorice is, but it's not memorable. If that makes sense.
It'll be infamous then.
The only thing that memorable to me is that it reminds me of some kind of cleaning material for my breath. Like that's what it. Yeah, like you were saying with the
with like soap
and
cleaning
stuff,
material.
Just to give me some kind of heavy dose of my mouth has been freshened.
I guess I'm just gonna sit at a 3.0 on this one. Don't really have a good reason for that score.
This, if this beer
just
was
that I didn't hate it,
a topic,
I would drink it.
If this beer was a topic that Chad Kroger would sing about, it would be, "This is how you remind me of cleaning materials."
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's right.
I like it.
Yeah,
better, Matt.
I was originally going to say 1, but since he said that, I'm going to say 1.5, just because it doesn't. He's right. It's not bad. I think that if it was labeled something differently and I was way more aware that it was going to be a black licorice bomb at me, I would prepare myself a little better. I'm looking for some more nut characteristics and some, some other kind of spice.
Nut characteristics? That could be a good title for the episode.
Wow, I don't know if this is YouTube appropriate.
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
What? Okay, so I have to ask. So you're very conservative on your scores in life. What would be a better Christmas ale?
No Christmas ale, probably.
It's fair too. Wolf's Ridge makes a really good Christmas ale. Trogs makes a really good Christmas ale.
Yeah. It's nice that you left the state for that one.
Prairie.
Yeah.
Prairie makes a really good.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Prairie makes good everything. I think that the best Christmas ale would be one that they totally change what Christmas ales are. Like maybe a Christmas beer should be a stout with like peppermint or something.
Christmas, worst season for beer, yes?
Yeah. It's the worst season for beer.
Yeah?
Yes.
It should be like a, peppermint.
This is the style that I look less forward to drinking other than
stout.
Belgians. And Belgians are one of my least favorite styles to drink.
Oh, I was going to call an audible. Last beer we're drinking is No. Off the top rope, a 275. I like Star Anise. This is not Christmas. This is the Christmas that sadness brought. This is a coal in your stocking Christmas. It's just mislabeled. If you wanted to do a black jelly bean beer or something like that, you've got yourself a hit here because people will seek that shit out. Those people are fiends.
That's fair.
I'm one of them. This is just not one of them, Raised Grain. So you've got bomb.com and then you have bombed in your com. So, all right, that failed. That's okay.
It's something.
Last beer.
Last beer.
I think you roll. You
gotta roll the spruce.
It's got the answers on the can. You guys can't. I didn't.
What are the answers?
Looked up this trivia. I'm going to get to it.
Wow.
I got to finish it. All right.
I didn't see the answers.
Fresh glass. Oh, I know you didn't. All right. Fresh glass. So, last beer from Chuggalo Uncle Chris is 52 Brew.
Cold IPA.
Cold IPA 2024. They brew this every year. Why is 52 important in the Waukesha area?
Number on the Bears.
What's that?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack, excellent. And do you have any other guesses?
No, I was just gonna say, is cold IPA the same as IPL?
No. I know that it's the temperature that it ferments, but then it's an ale versus a lager.
Heard. That's fair.
Okay,
It's
so
fair. 52.
But I have no idea what 52 is. What
that the Korean War started.
Where what's the city?
Oh,
What's the city called?
Waukesha.
Waukesha. That's the something about Waukesha.
Yeah, it's the Waukesha thing.
Excellent.
That
Good job.
Fact that we both know, but
as soon as I was gonna say 52, I'm like, they're not from 1952.
The oldest college in Wisconsin started in 1846.
Oh, okay. So we're not at 52 yet.
We're not there. It started, the college started with 5 students, 2 professors.
Wow, that's a lot of professors.
That was the college. They broke ground for the main hall in 1852. Wisconsin didn't become a state till 2 years after the college started.
Late.
Damn.
And then in 1952, Robert Steele became the president. I don't know why that's important, but that was one of the cool
Wisconsin
things.
Before that.
And so, what's that?
What was Wisconsin?
The territory. It was a
purchase?
territory. Yeah. No, the Louisiana was west of the Mississippi.
Oh, west.
Yeah.
So okay.
So
Illinois
and then
was 1818. It's just such a long time.
The best part,
difference.
it's a cold IPA, and JT always likes to know with an IPA.
I want to know what
With
it
IPAs.
is. What's the hops?
Yeah, what the hops are.
What the
Excellent.
hops are?
JT, I'm glad you asked because I don't think it's on the can. I did the research. It comes with
the hops?
Vista and Paradigm hops.
Oh, I don't know Paradigm hops or Vista we might have had
Vista and Paradigm hops. Why is that important to this beer?
because it's a
Local
Paradigm.
to the region.
Both local to Wisconsin.
Oh, local to Wisconsin. Who knew? Who knew they could
I
grow
did.
hops?
I did. I did the research.
I didn't either. Actually, I
What?
was just guessing.
I didn't know Wisconsin. could
Things
grow
grow
hops.
in Wisconsin for 3 months
Yeah,
out of the
you
year.
have to like create
And
a
then
bog and flood it. And
what?
Shit, you know?
I don't know. If it's
Well,
everywhere
okay,
else,
no,
Wisconsin.
Don't say that because number one cranberry producer, and those are
I know,
all.
that's
What is
what I'm
the
saying.
biggest-
Bugs. That's what I'm saying.
That's what produces.
That's why I said
Wisconsin produces more cranberries than anything else.
I said it because of that.
Than any other state. Number 2 is Massachusetts.
What else do they grow that's like large amounts?
Cows.
Ginseng.
Really?
Yep. Number 1 producer in
Ginseng.
ginseng.
Okay. I wanted to say potatoes, but who's potatoes?
Idaho.
Idaho.
We're the number 1 producer of potatoes that are meant for potato chips because north of Highway 8, which the state is cross-section, Frito-Lay is the largest single landowner north of Highway 8.
They're not the potatoes that get zapped by all the crazy stuff that McDonald's uses.
No, so when you buy potatoes you want like the longer like russets. These are like
those are the McDonald's ones,
Yeah.
the longer ones. They want the longer ones, so they get the
long fries.
the long fries in the stack.
yeah. So that's much more. These are like oblong or whatever because the reason potatoes will grow in your carpet if you don't vacuum your carpet. They'll grow in anything. Potatoes are extremely resilient.
Interesting.
1 in every 4 pounds of potatoes that are grown in the United States go to rot because there's not enough consumers of it. So we could feed the world on potatoes if we could just
figure
ship
that
them.
out.
Yeah,
Let's figure it out.
I do love potatoes.
Yeah.
they're the best. Okay, what's your favorite way to have a potato?
Jeez Louise.
Oh, by the way,
question.
6.5% in this cold
What's
IPA.
your best way to have a
It smells delicious. Oh, man. So
Oh,
I love potato chips and yellow mustard. That's the first thing that popped into my head.
Congrats on your pregnancy.
potato chips and yellow mustard.
But I do love mashed potatoes also.
Mashed?
Mashed
Mush.
potatoes.
Mash,
I was trying to be quiet because
mashed
JT
potatoes.
was getting ready to say,
I
I'm going to
wasn't
cut
getting
him
ready
off.
to say anything. I don't know what my favorite way to have potato. I like French fries. I think the right French fry is amazing. McDonald's makes good ones.
What is the right French fry?
I don't know. McDonald's has really good ones. I do like hash browns, crispy hash browns.
Oh,
Very
don't,
tasty.
yeah, we're going to open Pandora's box.
and,
We've done this before on the podcast.
Yeah. What else?
It better be fucking hash
and like
browns
a
on the menu.
twice baked potato. I love that too.
Oh, I do love a good twice baked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baked potatoes are the terribleness of potatoes. Take that skin off.
twice baked. There's
Yeah,
a difference.
gross.
You don't eat the skin in a baked potato?
I do.
I do.
That's touched terrible
You get-
things.
No, you wash it, dude. You scrub it. You gotta scrub your potatoes. I can't stand when
We've
people
all
don't
touched
roast their
terrible
shit, you know?
things.
Mashed potatoes.
They touch terrible. Everything touches a terrible thing. I mean, some of this stuff is the inside of a body. You know.
Mashed potatoes are
They
the
sell
best.
pork butt.
That's like wine. A lot of wine's made.
Yeah, it's not pork anus.
Some kind of.
By the way, do you like calamari? Calamari
I
is mostly
I don't like
pig
calamari.
rectum. My father-in-law does not like that
I
stuff.
don't like calamari.
By the way, I uploaded a couple of that rum video that I did. We talked about that bottle of rum when I got back from vacation.
Yeah.
He messaged me 45 minutes later, and he's like, "The
Wow.
bottle of rum
He's
will
on
be."
it.
He listens.
It's in the mail.
It's his brother. It's his brother-in-law's beer that we're having
Well, there you go.
today.
This is pretty good. I like this.
Did I do the right order?
Yeah, probably.
We should have punted on the star anise, but you can't
I think
have the sweet
having-
without the sour. Is your palate wrecked after the star anise?
No. I think that having that before that has my palate in a place that I can make it
Oh,
work.
by the way, the winner of the best wrestling inspired beer gets the last chance. That's the prize that you guys are going for, and I can't win
Wrestling
I'm gonna
inspired
be the
beer.
judge.
I don't know. It's a hard one.
because everyone leaves with gifts. This is
Yeah, this is. I would agree.
this could become a standard. I think it's
Yeah, I guess it could. It's got a little dryness to
This
it.
is
that
super
I don't
easy
think you want
drinking.
that much dryness in your standards. You want a little bit
something that more satiates.
more satiating. Yeah, you don't want to. Now it's good for the brewery, good for the bar, that it dries you out, but it's not as yeah, it doesn't have the dankness of most of the drier, dankier IPAs, so it's not off-putting. It is very inviting, and it's subtle in a way that makes you want to keep going back for more. But it is also a little dry, and I don't think that's a standard quality.
It's a cool story. I like
But I
trivia.
like it. Yeah, I like the trivia. That was cool. The college.
Do you have JT? If you're on a hard, do you have time for a good bar trivia
Yeah.
story? Okay. So this last Monday, after we recorded our much lauded distanced episode, I've played trivia for over 2 decades. By the way, I think it's a gimmick that the Barrel House should do trivia. I would even come down there and I would be the trivia caller. Anyways.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Gimmick Gus, think about it.
You heard it, Gus.
I have trivia questions for years because I ask all my coworkers, and I have for
keep them.
Better part of a decade. I have them in a PowerPoint.
I kept all the ones from the cruise. They're somewhere. I don't know where
so I have multi-pages of PowerPoint. Anyway, last Monday, I go to Sandy's, and if you like anything about, or if you know anything about what Matt wants about his bars, I like dives.
Yeah.
This is a converted house, Sandy's Tavern in Richfield. Better, Matt, you looked it up. You're like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, I'm going to Sandy's. He Googled it.
Yep.
Like,
popped right up.
Like he's going to hang out. 12
I was on my way.
later. I'm coming. So anyways, outshout to Kevin. Kevin has been the best trivia caller I've seen in many decades of playing. He does 5 categories. It's a very quick game. You're in and out in 90 minutes. It's really nice. He does 3 lifelines. This happened to be last Monday was 50-50. Asked the bartender. The bartender was an idiot, so we went and asked them. And phone a friend.
All right.
Okay, so we're sitting at the table, and we get to what is a 3-person duel called. And I yelled out thruple. And everyone laughed. There's like 15 teams. It's a small, intimate environment. And
that's a lot of teams.
So, 2-3 person teams or whatever. But we're packed.
Teams. I mean, we're talking a lot of people.
We're packed in there.
People.
And yeah. And obviously that wasn't. It was multiple choice, and it was between one or the other. Well, I saw the bartender earlier in the evening on a landline or a VoIP. And so I pick up my phone and I Googled Sandy's Tavern. I gave it a call. Bartender answers. I can watch her answer. And I go, hey, Sandy's Tavern. I go, hey, this is Matt. Is Kevin available? Kevin's the name of the bartender guy. And when I'm out in public, this is not a gimmick for the pod. I walk into the Barrel House all the time. They don't recognize me. I put on the bandana. Then people recognize me.
It's a fact.
That's not hyperbole.
It just happened the other day with Maya. It was so funny.
She did.
That was so great.
She's gonna throw me out because I carried my scooter in. So I go, hey, is Kevin there? And she goes, yeah. And so Kevin's around doing other lifelines for people, and he comes up to his trivia station right at the end of the bar. She goes, the phone's for you. And he goes, I'm a little busy. And she goes, he's a little busy. I go, it's important. He needs to. And he goes, he takes the phone. I go, hey, Kevin, it's Matt. I'm playing a trivia game. And he looks, he knows immediately. So he finds me. I'm wearing a white bandana, and he looks right at me. This time, the bar's all involved. Everyone's looking at me. And I go, hey, Kevin, I'm doing a trivia game right now. And he turns around and he gives us the right, he goes, see.
Yeah.
And so everyone's trying to listen because, there's prizes available. And, so anyways, he gives us the right answer. Game's over. Everyone's just laughing. He comes over. Typical trivia up there. He hangs out and has a beer with us. And he goes, Matt, I've done trivia here for 15 years. I've offered lifelines for 9 years. And I rotate through the lifelines. I will never offer this lifeline again. He goes, in 9 years, no one has ever called the bar. He goes, you've ruined the lifeline. He goes, it's hilarious. He goes, I gave you the right answer, thinking that you would think that I wouldn't do that and you would pick the opposite. So he intentionally, but he goes, I'm glad you did it.
Nice.
And I love it. Every Monday, Sandy's best
That's
trivia guy. Outshout to Kevin. This week he's doing Wrestlemania. I wish I could be there. But the best category he does, and he writes it once a month, he does Stephen Hawking karaoke. So it's Stephen Hawking singing karaoke, and you got to guess the song.
Wow.
So Outshout, best trivia move. I might as well retire from trivia. Nothing will ever call the trivia master, and when he answered the phone, he goes, does this mean that we're friends? Kevin, we're friends. I said I would outshout him on the podcast.
You're a friend.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's true.
Sandy's Tavern. Richfield, Minnesota.
I looked it up.
Legit burgers. Legit.
Some cool photos.
It's a amazing place. So anyways, that's my story. Thoughts on the beer? You guys can thumb wrestle. Wisconsin hops. 6.5 easy drinker. I got to write down scores for people for the spreadsheet. Now we're in your wheelhouse. Now you're not going to be
totally in my
wheelhouse. You're not going to be handicapped by this is not my style.
Yeah.
0.25.
I'm going to give it a 4.
4?
Wow.
Yeah, this is really good. And I venture to see, not to saying that this is past its prime, because it still tastes great.
A freshie?
But if I had this like just canned or just off draft, I venture to say it's even that much better. Because it is very good.
It's super pale, too.
Yeah, very pale. Yeah, my thoughts. I gave them pretty much all already. It's easy drinker but dry. It has a good flavor. It's a little dankier than I expected it to be given its color. But that's a good thing. But I don't know that this one sticks out to me.
It would get lost in the masses.
It'd get lost in the masses, but it's fine. It's a good beer. There's nothing. It's well executed. I'd say that about all the beers. If you change the name of the middle one, 325.
325. Off the top rope, I'm very similar in structure and thought pattern. All the alcohol I get is when I inhale it. I don't get any alcohol, but it's like aerosolized. I don't know, that's what it could be, residuals from, the other things that we've been drinking, right? But this one, it's neat. I like the story. I like the trivia associated with it. I like that it's made with premium Wisconsin ingredients. So that this is going to probably be a little bit of a homer score. Off the top rope, I'm going to give it a 4.0.
Bog hops.
There's definitely better drinkers in the IPA category. That's for sure.
So I will also add to that this is actually closer to 6-7 months old, maybe even 8, and it's still.
Oh, you look when it canned it?
Yeah, it's 9 something.
That's what I was going to do.
So, with that being said, I honestly think that beer is probably even way better.
It's way past its prime then?
Yeah, I mean, so Barrel House won't have any hops on the shelves that are past 3 months at all, ever. No matter what. No matter what the distributor says, no matter what the brewer says.
I never knew that rule.
Hard
and fast?
Yeah. When it all started 7 years ago, the three of us.
You guys are looking at butts all the time.
3 months.
Or the punts. Is it a punt on a can, too? On a bottle, that's a punt. What's this on a can? Butt. It's a butt. Yeah, You're just looking at butts all the time.
Yep. I do find it's funny when I go any other place now, I do find myself, especially like Kroger's and Meijer's and stuff, because that shit's 9 times out of 10, it's older than this. Like
we're ruined. I'm ruined in Beaver Creek. Kroger used to do a really good job stocking beer. But I'm not going to, 1, give them money because of you guys and Pat's. But 2, their beer selection, I'll still look, and it's gone way down.
That's what I do. I go anywhere I go.
Still look.
I'm walking past it, so I'm gonna look, and I'm always curious. I'm just that person. I like to know, when people ask, how fresh our shit is, I can be like, well, I can verify XYZ. This is what I have seen personally. So
Kroger did say, though, if we wanted to do a holiday advent calendar, they would do 24 different kinds of seltzers.
Yeah, over there. Yeah.
Once
the seltzers came, that's when they really started ignoring the craft beer at Kroger. Because Kroger used to have like a top notch for
and now it's all
distributor.
It's all end cap.
Yeah.
And you can only do so much damage in 6 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't care. Oh well. The Kroger in Kettering on Stroop, they have a bigger wine section than beer section, which is surprising to me.
All right.
But no one else.
WrestleMania week, guys.
WrestleMania
week.
May 9th. I'll go first.
SmackDown's coming to Nutter Center.
May 10th.
I thought it was May 9th. But
one of the
May 10th. Whatever the Friday is, or Thursday or whatever.
My first guess, and I still don't even.
It's not a guess. No, just come up with the best one.
The Hulk Hogan has to have had a beer somewhere down the line.
No, he does right now. He
does right now.
It's a joke, right?
No,
you're making?
I don't. No.
He's going around the country right now the last 6 months, and he's shilling his American American lager.
Really? Yeah. See, there you go.
No, he knows it.
That was his guess.
But I want you to come up with like a gimmick. Like if you know, here's the one. Like me, I'm saying when I was mowing the lawn earlier, I said suplex sour.
Nice.
Suplex your mouth. No. I'm just saying, like, I'm coming up with a beer.
Oh, we're coming up with a beer.
So I'm glad.
See, I would have had a better time with that if I knew we were coming up with a beer.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to think of our favorite, like, Broken Skull.
Saying that's. Oh yeah, see, that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's Hogan's beer, Real American.
Oh,
you guys don't carry that?
No, we do not.
Yeah, I would say it's probably. Ooh, now I gotta think longer.
Okay, no, that's fine. I can buy time. Yeah, so that's why I said suplex sour, because I think like when a sour hits your palate, like a good one, like like it curls your. You. So now you guys, I've got
Top Rope IPA.
Top Rope IPA. Okay, I mean,
pretty basic.
That's it. Yeah, that's a basic. But yeah, that's why did I deliver that? You know. If you would come
I don't know. I thought you were.
I might have.
Inspired beers that were.
You were thinking of one that already existed.
I was thinking of something that already existed too.
You guys both thought that.
Both of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be a real
tough one.
This is going to be a real groaner.
Yeah. No, it'll be all right. No, it's not going to be a groaner. They're going to go, oh, okay, and then they're going to think of theirs and they're going to comment below.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Man, does this mean I have to keep the Santa snack?
You got to keep the Santa snack.
I got to keep it?
That's definitely...
that was
the Tombstone.
Ooh, that's
with Undertakers being the...
Yeah, what type of beer is that, though?
Ooh.
Tombstone?
You're just naming wrestling moves now, my friend.
I'm going to say the Tombstone is a...
There's only one way to go with
this. It's a pizza pills.
It's a pizza pill.
So what's the one way to go?
You got to go with something big because that's a finishing maneuver.
I mean, it is a finisher, so yeah. I was thinking some big IPA at first.
No.
Like double, triple IPA.
Like a Russian. Like
like an Imperial stout or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm gonna crack a couple 120 minutes, like when the guy. Oh yeah, like that's the Tombstone of beer. Like that's definite. You're
interesting.
Done. JT's been here before when people have ended up in there for a little bit of time.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it the Dusty Roads, and it's a Pilsner because of all the dustiness that we get out of those beers.
I like that. Have him like
it's got a dusty flavor if you get the right pills.
Have an actual road, but have him like 50% transparency or whatever.
Through it on it, yeah.
Oh well, I've got that. Remember that Three Floyds artwork, and he's on it.
Oh,
I have that. I have that 4-pack. It's right in there right now.
Yeah.
If I'd go get it because that. Next week I can do that.
So did you have a name in your head?
No, it's just the Suplex Sour, just the type of beer. Who's got I don't. Brock Lesnar's not a sour, but he's got one of the best suplexes. You could do Kurt Angle.
There already is an F5 up here. It's from Oklahoma.
Ooh, that's a little too close. Yeah, that's like. So like F5, so like a tornado inspired beer, Oklahoma.
Well, no,
sense.
I mean the F5 is the finisher, isn't it?
Yeah, but. Oklahoma gets hit by so many tornadoes.
Yeah, right.
So, what would you associate with Ohio?
Oh, with Ohio?
Thanks for the year 2000 election.
Interesting. 2000? No, that's Florida.
Yeah, it was Ohio.
Ohio.
They had the hanging chads. That's
I thought that Florida had the hanging chads.
No, that's what I'm saying. Florida did.
Oh yeah. Ohio, I would say probably Satanist Real beer. Probably.
Satanist.
They got that famous sign. It's a pretty famous sign, I think. And Touchdown Jesus, which no longer is Touchdown Jesus.
Broken Skull Stone Cold Steve Austin is a pretty good one.
Yeah,
it is actually a good beer, and it comes in a pint.
Name.
And it comes
in a pint. Yeah.
Because all masthead beers come in a pint too.
Also true.
Man, this is what a. So I guess I get to keep the Santa snack.
Yeah,
that's all yours, buddy.
I'm gonna just think of it like a licorice beer.
I'm going to dominate that in the next 12 days. I know who's going to be drinking that one, and I'm going to give you guys a heads up as soon as they drink it. No one at this table. But yeah, JT.
Yeah.
That's probably it for this week, unless you got thoughts.
Do I have thoughts? I don't think I have thoughts. Unless you want to talk about the WrestleMania. God, I don't have any thoughts on it.
I've got so many thoughts.
I'm gonna watch. I'm glad you guys told me.
I'm gonna watch too. I'm gonna watch too.
And you don't know any of the build-up or anything like that, so I don't want to.
Nothing.
Don't
tell me anything.
Cheer for the heels and boo the faces. That's all you need to do.
Boo the faces.
Do you know what heels and faces are?
Nope.
Faces are good guys and heels are bad guys.
All right.
I know nothing about beer. I know next to nothing about wrestling. That's not
true at all.
That's pretty much my moniker in life.
Yeah.
More than most.
Well, thank you guys for having me again. I appreciate y'all having me for
anytime.
This is number 3, 4,
number 3. Episode number 3. I don't know.
Episode number 3.
Episode number 3.
Because there was the one where I walked in late, and then you and I have done one together.
Yeah.
No, there was the one where you were early, and I had to lie to JT who.
That's one. Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
Oh yeah, because you were in the man cave. I need you. Because now we've had libations. Put the pressure on Gimmick Gus.
Yes.
We need to record on a Monday.
We need to do on a Monday. Yes.
We need to do it. I got 4 microphones set up now.
Cool.
Should be able to, I just need one more microphone.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Well, we can bring this one, right?
It needs to be like the
DLR.
Yeah, DLR.
Yeah.
We got it. I'll get it. It'll be fine.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Will you scratch live on the pod? I mean, because that's gonna be a long form.
I'll do it.
We could do DJ stuff.
Gus would too.
And then we duel, and one of you guys are Santa Snack of DJs.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you just are mislabeled, misunderstood.
That would be fun. I can't wait. Give me a little bit of notice so I can take work off.
We told you Saturday.
Oh, Saturday's fine.
He's like, oh yeah, I can. No, the Saturday before the Monday.
Yeah.
I need a little more time.
A little more than that.
JT. Hey, what? It's 5:00 on Monday morning. We're starting to record at 8:00 this morning.
Oh, I could do that.
We're gonna hit the duckling first.
That'd be fine if I just
go the ugly duckling.
Ugly duckling.
Say, hey, I'm off.
So good.
Yeah, breakfast would be a good start to that day.
Yeah.
We should do that.
We would start the fearsome foursome. We would start there.
Yeah.
Ugly duckling.
All right.
Gimmick Gus.
That's gonna be fun.
Free breakfast.
Free breakfast.
I'm trying to
You heard it.
Pay him.
Free breakfast, free Willie. That's episode 325. Bye.